Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The topic that we are going to discuss today is power of implementation. Now the thumbnail might seem very clickbaity and it is true. Let me explain. I have read a lot of books, but I discovered a significant difference when I stopped reading them and started implementing them. Now you see, I'm not at my home as of now. I have a lot of books at my home. These are the few books that I have read, and all of these are self-help books: deep work, mindset, eat that frog, power, war, 33 stages of war, 48 laws of power. The reason why I'm recording this video is there is no point in gaining all the knowledge. The knowledge without implementation is just an information. Now what I did previously and what most of the people do is they read a lot of books. That is, they gain the knowledge in the breadth. However, they do not go in the depth in each and every book. If you read a couple of books in your life and if you implement them, then it is far more better than reading hundreds of books. I see on internet everyone is explaining the summaries of all the books. Now honestly, I do not see a point in that, because if let's say there are 50 books and you read the summary of each and every book, there is no point of that. You might feel that you know the crux of that book. However, if you read that book, then only you will come to know. So, for example, allow me to explain one example. I read Psychology of Money. Although I knew what was the crux of that book, I went along and I read that book. Now, the impact it made on me while reading that book and while knowing the crux of that book are far too different. Now, once I read that book and I implemented that book, I am still implementing the lessons of that book right now till the date, and I read that book somewhere around 6 months back. However, I I knew that crux of that book around for let's say around 4 months, and I did not implement that. So my point being, even it's okay if you read couple of books, but what is more important is you implement that. Now it's very easy to read all the books that are in market which are bestsellers, and this gives us a sense of productivity, that is chasing the next big thing. Now reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving Fuck, Mindset, Deep Work. However, it's not about reading the books. Now please don't misunderstand me. I'm not advocating of not reading books. Do read books, do read self-help books, but only read those books which matter to you the most. Spend 2 weeks in selecting the book, that's fine, but once you select that book, spend 2 years in implementing that. Now I read a lots of books. I'll give a link below or I'll mention them, and those books have really changed my life a lot. Be it preparation for my CAT exam, preparation for my daily routine, preparation for my preparation for the strategies which I use in day-to-day aspects. Always remember, it's not the best books that becomes best sellers. Best marketed books becomes best sellers. Now there are tons of books which I know are really good books, and I have not personally read them. I have just found a crux of that on the net. However, I personally know that if I read that book will give a lot of knowledge to me. But I do not have that much time to read those books. So it's fine to go through the crux of it, but not reading all the entire books. However, read couple of books from start to end, but more important is that you implement them. As always, thank you for seeing my video. Like, share and subscribe.